I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. For oft, when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills, and dances with the daffodils. Howdy, Possum Patty and little Miss Titi here. And wasn't that lovely? Yes, there's an old homestead set back off the road. And usually you can hardly even see it when the trees and bushes all have their leaves. But early spring, you drive by and you could just see over an old stone wall a little bit of yellow up on the hill. So I decided to walk back and investigate. And I came across an entire hillside surrounding the old shack of daffodils. It was so beautiful. And you know, it reminded me of the poem I Wandered as Lonely as a Cloud by William Wordsworth. Now, William Wordsworth and Possum Patty are, let me get this right, 10th cousins 7 times removed. And since April is Poetry Month, I thought I would add William Wordsworth to my, ooh, there goes Titi, family story journal, which I haven't put a title on there yet on the outside. But on the inside, it does say Poets, Paupers, Pawns, and Kings. So this is going to be my poet, or my first poet anyway. William Wordsworth. Now, he was born in 1770. Yeah, and he was a little bit of a strange dude. I need to learn some more about him. But apparently he was very, very sensitive to nature, and it shows in his poetry. Well, his ninth great-grandmother is my 16th great-grandmother. So we go way back. So what I'm going to do is just make a little page. I found this paper. This is some of the paper I got at the flea market the other day, and it has these beautiful daffodils on it. And I just might put this on the page, and it's so pretty I don't even want to cover it up. So I'll make a pocket out of it. And then I will put my relationship finder. This is off of Wikitree, and I have a picture of William Wordsworth there. That is from Wikitree also. And I'm going to put a copy of the poem in the pocket also. So I think that'll be it. Unless I put a picture. Yeah, maybe I'll print out a picture that I took of the daffodils that I saw that day. So come on along. Well, the next page in my family journal just happens to have this yellow washi on it. Perfect. And I'm auditioning this blue paper. Now, this was close at hand, so I grabbed it. I was like, oh, blue. Blue makes a good background for yellow. And I cut out those daffodils. And I know this is French for spring. Springtime. Let's see. Yeah, I think just like that. So I'm just going to glue this paper down as the background and then glue this on as the pocket. and everything else will be in the pocket. Hopefully I can fit it all in there, or else I'll have to make another page, right? All right, so I need to move some stuff. I got rulers, I got my scissors, I got cups falling everywhere. So you know, I throw things on the floor, and Mr. Possum walked in. He's like, "What's that mess on the floor?" I said, "I'm recording," and he walked out. I thought that was funny. Now this is just paper. It's not cardstock at all. Still moving stuff. So I'm going to just use this glue stick. And we popped into Walmart to get something the other day. When was that? That was yesterday. I just can't keep track of the days. Wow. Time flies, time flies. So I got another glue stick at the Walmart. I think I need to buy stock in this company. I know everybody has their favorite glue sticks. I just happen to really love the way this one looks on material too. I'm sorry, I forgot which way I wanted this to go. I'm going to line it up with this washi tape and see what and see what that does. Nope, not gonna work. Not gonna work. So I cut some off. Because the washi is not always straight. So I should have just lined it up in the alleyway there. That's okay. It's all good. It's all good. Should not stress over anything. Take your time. Have some fun. Mr. Possum yawning. It's a little cooler today after that mini heat wave we had. 90 degrees in Connecticut in April. Don't see that too often. Not too often at all. And I was going to start my seeds, but it was just too hot. Too hot in April. So I did that today. Yeah, I don't like the back a lot, but I like the part that says Earth Laughs and Flowers. I'm going to use my beacon glue, the new larger size from the Dollar Tree. Speaking of Dollar Tree, I haven't been over there in a while because I need nothing. I missed the flea market. It's home with my cold. And tomorrow we're going on an adventure, so I'm going to miss the flea market again. But Mr. Possum says the yard sales will be starting up, and he's looking forward to that. All right, now I have to work on some journaling cards. Wow. I hope that fits in there. I might have to print out a smaller one. All right, so this is his portrait, Cousin Billy, who is very sensitive to nature. I'm looking for the frame. I had a frame. I thought I'd give him a little bit of a frame like that. I might put him on the outside. I might, like right between those daffodils. I'm thinking about it. And then I'll cut the frame out. It looks like a pencil or charcoal sketch. Just going to use my glue stick on the frame. The frames are very thin paper, which is good because they don't give a lot of bulk. Oops, getting glue everywhere. They don't give a lot of bulk to what you're working on, but you do have to be careful. I think this is one I ripped a while back, but that's okay. It won't show with the glue, I hope. There. Lovely, lovely. Oops. Sticky fingers. These are the backs from those napkins I was working with the other day. Now these come with a center piece that you kind of punch out. It's perforated. So you could just stick a picture on it or cut it out and put the picture behind. So when Mr. Possum sat in the car, so when I walked up to the field of daffodils, what you can't see from the road up the hill is another hill of daffodils. I was just totally amazed, And the drive is like overgrown, but I took oh look, I can put that there, perfect. Look at that, perfect. Right next to spring. Layering, layering, layering. So the driveway is all like overgrown, but there was like a deer trail. I think it was a deer trail anyway. And there was a lot of prickers and like Sleeping Beauty's castle. The old shack was surrounded by prickers. Briar bushes, I'm not sure what they are, till the leaves come out. So they're like multiflora rose, or they're brambles or blackberries, or I don't know, there's something with prickers on them. Or thorns, prickers or thorns. I haven't investigated them, so I can't tell you which it is. I don't know who owns the property. I guess I could probably find out down at the town hall. They have a map of the properties. Is this staying down? I felt like a lot of glue came off, but I think it's okay. Alright, so we've got 3 layers there. And let's see, I need the pocket so I can measure things. So things need to be, sorry for the mouth noises. I have a honey drop in my mouth right now. But you can understand why. Trying to get my voice back. 4.5 inches. 4.5 inches. I wonder if I can fit this on 4. I bet you I can fit this on 4. I printed the poem out on a cardstock. Not at the bottom. This is a pretty tall pocket. Put something up there. I wandered lonely as a cloud. Let me see what I can find. I'm working on some sort of assemblage here. This is the other piece of that daffodil paper, this paper right here. And maybe I can get everything on here because the genealogy can fit there. Spring has come when you can put your foot on 3 daisies. And then I might just stress that. I have the poem, and I'm looking at the cut aparts here, and there's a little stamp with some daffodils on it. And there's this little flower with a face on it that's a daffodil. But I like these ladies because they've got the clouds in the background, but it doesn't fit, so I'm going to have to slice and dice, I think, so that I can rearrange the parts. Rearrange the parts, then I can get them all on there. Because I don't want to cover that part up. Of course, I'm not going to put them straight because that wouldn't be possum perfect. Worry about the other side right now. Let's get the poem on here. You know what? I think I want to round the corners on this, because this will be the journaling card. I might cut the top though. I haven't planned the top yet. I'm working on this side. So I have my poem, and I love this vintage ladies here. Put this straight, I could put this at an angle, and then got my title. It does not like this at all, so we will fake it with a pair of scissors. I was to cut it at an angle. Oh, it was better. It was better with the scissors. All right. Stop fussing. Stop fussing. Just trying to get the square bits off. Okay. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. All right. So. All right. I'm just going to glue that there, and I'm going to glue that there, and I'm going to glue that there. And it's going to be a giant journaling card, but that's what it's going to look like after I distress. I'm feeling the need for something in this corner. There's too much straight negative space there. So I have a little stamp. I want something taller, maybe just about that size. Or that size. I'm gonna try the little one first. I'm gonna cut off where it says Easter greeting, as much as I could. And I don't know if I need to keep that bird daffodil on there either. I think this will work just fine. I had to get close on this side because of the word spring. So Mr. Possum was like, don't go in the old shack. I said, no, I'm not going in there. He says, oh, I know you. I'm like, I don't know what's living in that shack. Besides which it looks like the roof will fall down on my head, but, you know, animals, they like to find shelter, place to sleep in the winter. Could be a nest of snakes in there. Yeah, just like that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. But I found some interesting old stone foundations. Probably a barn, I'm thinking. And the upper daffodil field had the old stone wall back there too. Okay, just to break that up. Too many straight lines. Too many straight lines. All right, so this side. Got my genealogy. I didn't want to cover this up. Earth, Laughs, and Flowers, Ralph Waldo Emerson. And I think, oh, I got to print out a picture. Well, I think I have all my elements lined up for this side. I cut these daffodils out. I might put these at the bottom. I mean, that is a nice bird, but the whole point here is daffodils. Then I distressed the genealogy. And this was the other side of something that I cut off. Oh, this had that little daffodil that's on the other side. And just some old-fashioned little girls with a basket of chicks. I know this isn't about chicks, but, you know, it goes with the old-fashioned look of everything. The colors reflect what's down here. And then I used the back of, I've just got a journaling card. April showers bring May flowers. Well, we're going to lose that because I used that paper for a border. All right, so I'm going to get all this glued down, and I think that will be it. So this is a rather tall journaling card. But I wanted to get the poem, got the daffodils, got the lovely ladies, the poem title. Oh, and the picture that I chose to print out, the daffodils are all the way back there. And I have pictures close up of the daffodils, but what I wanted to show was the contrast of the old tumble-down stone wall, a shack in the back, and then the field of daffodils on the side. And then I have my genealogy, my old-fashioned girls, and then at the bottom, some more daffodils, of course. And I'm going to take my very tall journaling card and put it in the pocket here. And that is sticking way up the top. I didn't think it was that tall. Oh, I love it. Look at that. I wandered lonely as a cloud sticking out of the top of the notebook. Oh, well. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a tall one. That's a tall one, but that's okay. That's okay. We got it all on one page. I guess I could have made that a little smaller. Cut that out. And cut that out. See, if I left that business off and all this, I could have had it just these two things and these two things. But, you know, I wandered lonely as a cloud is up there in the clouds. So thanks for coming along today for a little family story journaling. Bye-bye.